and Burt collectively. 15 for Burt, 14 for Burt, 15 for Hindmarsh. The second half underway. And unfortunately for Roosters fans, they are trailing again, and they have been horrible in fighting back from a half-time deficit this season, winning just 1 of 12 when down at half-time. Over the past 2 seasons, they are 4 from 26. They need to channel the great Burnborough and learn how to come from behind. Our esteemed producer, Ernie Barbieri, nominated Sovereign Chief, but most of our viewers wouldn't have heard of Sovereign Chief.
He's a desperate Ernie.
Loz, can they do it, the Roosters? Channel Burnborough?
Well, they can, but they need to hang on to the ball. And they need to dominate possession and dominate where they give Parramatta back the ball.
Here's the last, and it's a Nasta kicking. Towards the eastern sideline, it sits up nicely for Burt. And that will allow us to go sideline to Adam McDougall.
Hey guys, Parramatta have talked about playing tough this second half, building their win off their defence, which they haven't done all season. The Roosters, on the other hand, they were really upbeat and they really wanted to move the ball around. I thought they might have used this win, but they were talking about throwing the ball around and trying to score tries.
Which makes for an exciting second half. Hindmarsh loses the strides again.
There it is.
We saw the fluorescent yellow last night on Gorgeous George, and now Nathan Hindmarsh with the bright red ones. What's next? Orbison. Centre field, and Minicello. Happy to have a run straight into Talima Tautai and Hindmarsh. Now Marty Kennedy stopped on his 40-metre line. Rennie Matua, the tackler. His friend to Bosden. Pearce rushed the pass and took a shot from Sando after giving it. Here's Moga back at the angle. And the crossfield trying to spot an opening, but instead takes a 5th tackle. This is the last. Anasta keeps the ball low and drives it towards the in-goal. Mullaney is on it quickly. Has a bit of room to move. Thinks about throwing the pass, but cops a tackle from Friend and Bosden. CO keen to do some more work. A long way from his wing. Now Burt, the other winger. Tautai. Sando to Matt Ryan. Haven't seen a lot from Chris Sando so far in this game. I thought he was racing away for a try in the first half, only to have the last pass get away from his clutches. That kick was horrible for the Roosters, swirling around in the breeze. Moga wanted no part to play in it. Still the last of Parramatta, and Chase Blair conjures something. It's left behind by Minicello. Blair kicks ahead. Chase Blair caps one of the more remarkable tries we've seen tonight.
Have a look at the whole thing, man.
It was ugly for so long, but has it had a pretty finish?
Can we just check the kicks inside?
This could be a double for Blair against his former club. Into the breeze, it was a spiral kick from Ben Roberts. And it was always going to be difficult to take. Moga in the end lets it bounce. We're looking to see whether anyone's offside and whether Blair is. You'd say he'd be line ball. You'd say that'd be okay. And you watch this just go away from Moga at the last moment. He was going to make a play at it. He didn't. They just thinking it was going over the sideline. CO pops it back infield. Ryan picks it up. Blair gives it another kick. And then Minicello. He comes across, but he fumbles the ball. He fumbles it there, and Blair kicks it ahead, picks it up, pushes away from Tuivasa-Sheck, and I think this will be a try.
Was Ken CO onside, given that before here, he had fielded the ball on the sideline? We were looking for Chase Blair to see whether he was onside. was Ken Seo in front of the kicker because he was the actual first Eel to touch the ball after the kick. The video referee, Chris Ward, is having another look at that now. You can see Seo just ambling downfield. Is he offside there?
Well, if Blair's onside, then Seo is behind Blair. I think it's line ball. I think benefit of the doubt.
I'd agree.
I couldn't be sure he was offside.
Maybe Matt Ryan was also in front of the kicker, or he also had a touch, obviously. So if he was in front of the kicker, it could be denied for offside.
This will be an interesting one because I got to say, I'm unsure. Matt Ryan was inside the 10.
So offside and then inside the 10. And Chris Ward reaches for the red button.
You've low, mate. You've low. Yep.
Chase Blair would have loved a double against the Roosters, but he has to wait.
Well, they were lucky there, the Roosters. It was a let-off. And you always run the risk, don't you, when you let the ball bounce. You don't make a play at it. It was always going to be difficult for Moga because the ball was going away from him. It just shows you how strong this breeze is at the Roosters' back as Kennedy carries the ball forward.
Partly because of the breeze and partly because of the torpedo nature of the kick. They allowed the breeze to get hold of it and whip it sideways wickedly for Moga. Anyway, no try. 18-10. Here come the Roosters. Anasta to Orbison. Pulled down from behind by Tautai. Now Boston up the back to Pearce. Here's Adam Henry on the charge. A beautiful ball from Mitchell Pearce. His second try assist of the evening. And Adam Henry, now he has his first NRL try.
Well, how the momentum can swing in a game of football. Parramatta, again, not concentrating in defence. Chase Blair getting caught infield. There really wasn't much happening there. It was just a second man play to Pearce. Henry hits a hole, and they just outstripped Parramatta for numbers. Boston out the back to Pearce. You look how far infield the right edge defenders were for Parramatta. That's not a good sign for the Eels to give up points like that.
It's funny how this game has worked. Brad Takarangi nearly scored, was denied, and then did score. Adam Henry nearly scored, was denied, and now he scores. 18-14. The Roosters won't go away. And did we just see Burnborough go through the sky? Anasta trying to convert. The flags are up. 18-16. Adam McDougall, game on.
Certainly is game on, guys, and you should have seen the reaction from the Roosters bench. They're so excited, they're so pumped up. It's really danger signs for the Parramatta Eels because the Roosters guys are really pumped up.
They want back-to-back victories for the second time this season. They came into this game 5 points off last place, but also 5 points out of the 8. Another victory today will have fans looking at the ladder, looking at 8th spot.
How big was that kickoff into the breeze?
Another giddy up for the Roosters. The tackle, the penalty count now 4-1 in their favour.
Sick of talking to him, that 14.
Joseph can work on the 10. This line, boys.
So Joseph Paulo given a running warning to get back the 10. His failure to retreat, giving the Roosters the penalty, and great position right here. There's a second ball on the ground, not in shot.
That's one, he's got 2 balls.
There's the offending item. Not a bad kick from Dave Munro.
1-2. Hold.
Here's to Nuasala. Arona cross field and giving it to Anasta. Adam Henry, who takes a tackle from Tautai. Pierce running on the short. In fact, it's Minicello on the short side. They go that way again. Friend does better than go that way. He goes into the end goal. So easy for Jake Friend.
Well, it was too easy. Short side, and they just didn't number up Parramatta. And if you don't number up on a short side, you've got to be urgent to work from marker and get across and help. And Rennie Matua, he was urgent, but he was going the wrong way. He needed to be chasing when Friend passed the ball. They just stacked the numbers the short side, and Friend throws the dummy. Sando stays out. And that is another soft try to the Roosters.
And just reward for Jake Friend. He is their leading tackler this evening with 21. Last time they played against the Dragons, he got through 52 tackles. It's only his second try of the season. He's played in every game for the Roosters this year. And now Anasta tries to extend the Roosters' advantage, allowing for the wind perfectly. For the second time in quick succession from out near the sideline, he finds his mark. Adam McDougall, he takes full advantage.
Certainly does. Braith isn't really noted as a goal kicker, but under pressure tonight, his goal kicking's been fantastic. And once again, Parramatta have just switched off at the wrong time, and it's cost them dearly.
Sando drives it long. Nuasala on the charge. Justin Horrow on for Parramatta, leading Matt Ryan, and he's stiffened the defence. Hasn't played a lot of NRL this year. It's just his third game at the top level. Justin Horrow. Now Arona, light on his feet for a big man. Tinarau Arona. Quick hands, and it's battered down by Blair. The tackle count restarts, and Frank Paul Nuasala crosses halfway. Minicello plays it for Friend. Arona, busy centre field. 30 minutes left in this game. The Roosters holding sway by 4 after trying at the break. Bosden left it behind.
Knock on off him into Chris Sandow, so it's a double.
A double knock on, but the first infringement against the Roosters.
Yeah, well, the Roosters, I get the sense that while they've dominated the opening stages in the second half, their completion rate is 6 from 7, and they've only had one use of the football, Parramatta. You get the feeling that the Roosters think they can open this Parramatta side up.
Parramatta conceded 50 points plus on Monday night, and the record from teams bouncing back from such losses isn't good. The last 10 teams to give up 50 plus, only 2 have won the following week.
Well, it'd have to affect you mentally, wouldn't it? You know, you'd be scarred from that performance. As much as you wanted to get out there and try and reverse the trend and try and put in a better performance, mentally, though, you'd be still concerned.
Tinarau Arona penalised for stripping the ball. With more than one in the tackle.
Well, let's see what they do with the ball at Parramatta. They haven't had too many chances in the second half. They've got to get through their sets. They've got to build a bit of pressure.
Horrow gets an offload back to Ben Roberts. He crawls forward a few more metres, but loses the ball forward.
And that's panic. You know, they're panicking at this stage. You know, they just needed to go forward, work for field position, get to the end of the set, look for a fifth tackle option, whether it may be run or to roll it in the in goal, and build their way back into the game. Not just go the Hail Mary and hope that something's going to happen.